Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I know what he said about getting slapped, but if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So, try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I have no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. Oh, you said, turn the other cheek. Oh, but this one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus, please don't try me, 'cause I find I have no problem laying these hands.
Hello, everybody. It's the Deacon Talks Raw Show with Jake.
Yeah, boy.
we here. We have we got a couple of, maybe even 3-4 topics we're gonna talk about today. As you come on in, please hit that like button and share. You know how that does for us doing the channel. What's up, Deb? Sugar Shane in the house. All right. Let me ask you something, Jake. Can you see the comments?
On the right there, yeah, or sorry, the left, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I see Sugar Shane giving some love out to Deb. Deb giving some love out to us. Yeah, I see it.
Amen. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first topic, the one that I've been sharing as far as the post. The main topic of the day is our teenagers are really getting out of hand. I'm gonna start with, you know what? I'm gonna start with a feel good one real quick. Check this out.
Jake Oborda was working on his truck in his quiet neighborhood in suburban Maryland when he noticed a group of teenagers walk by.
They start putting hoodies on. I was like, I felt something is gonna happen.
Surveillance video from the Marine veteran's home security camera shows one of the teens pull a gun and stick it in Borda's face.
I told him I raised my hands up and the keys are in, the car is on, and he saw my phone. He was like, give me your phone too.
But then his hand-to-hand military combat training kicked in.
It was that split moment when he moved his hand from my head to the side of my head. That's when I grab him and pull it my way.
You can see Borda wrestling the teen with the gun to the ground. His brother rushes in to help. Listen as the gun fires during the struggle. In the midst of the melee, the teen's gun went off, but fortunately no one was hurt. The only gunshot ended up here in the truck. Borda's father then charges in right behind. Together, the family subduing the teens. Police say 2 suspects on the scene were taken into custody. Was there anything in the back of your minds like, maybe these guys messed with the wrong dude?
Nothing. The first thing I thought was, how am I going to work if they're going to take my car? That's the first thing I thought.
Wow.
Running up and trying to steal someone's car is some wild work, man.
Hey, and that happened in Maryland. I know exactly the area and everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
you know,
where are the parents? Like, how are these kids getting these guns? You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. Like, parents don't know what their kids are doing anymore. Or maybe they don't care.
You know what
I don't know.
believe? You know what I believe?
What's that?
They stealing the parents' guns.
I mean, I guess.
I believe they're sharing the parents' guns because many of these kids are suburbanites. They come from the suburbs, and if they're not, they're getting them from. They're going into the city to get them because that was PG County.
Yeah,
It's not far from DC at all.
that's crazy. But like, uh, you know, I don't know if they're getting them from their parents because a lot of these suburbs, like DC, it's very hard to even get a gun. Let's be real, as a legal gun owner.
Right.
Um, I mean, they're getting them through illegal means, obviously, but where are the parents? Like, are they not paying attention to who their kids are hanging around? Like, there's got to be red flags, is what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be. You can't tell me there ain't. You know what I mean? There's.
I got you. We got Sugar Shane on the panel tonight.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that guy's about crazy
Dan,
now.
well, I
I think
haven't.
that's what
Yeah.
the insurance is for. You know what I mean? But I don't think you can hit those guys. Like, it's a bold move. Way to go. I mean, it could have ended up worse, but like, I don't know. I'm sure he had insurance on it. You know, they're taking care of it that way. I mean, good for him going Jackie Kane on him, I guess. But
Yeah.
I hear you.
they got a bad move on his part.
Right. All right. Let me go back over here now. I got some other disturbing news too. Let's start with. I think this is a news clip.
2 teenagers are charged with killing 5 members of an East St. Louis family. One will be tried as an adult, and tonight the husband of a survivor speaks about the family shattered by gunfire. The 16-year-old boy is accused of killing the family of his teen girlfriend. Among the charges today, the dismemberment of a body. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. The second suspect, a 15-year-old girl, is also looking at first-degree murder charges in the execution of 5 family members and shooting of 2 others. 5 News Side's Melanie Johnson is live at the St. Clair County Courthouse in Belleville.
Yes, 7 shot and 5 killed, including a 74-year-old grandmother who was the matriarch of her family. For the first time, the family is revealing the motive of this shooting, saying that these 2 teenagers wanted to be together no matter the cost.
There was a list on Instagram that her and the boyfriend made. So we were aware, we just didn't know when.
Almost killed by their own family. Lamarian Smiley tells me from the hospital where he is visiting his loved ones who made it out alive.
They took them to Jones Park and they fired off in the vehicle, hitting my wife 4 times, killing Quentin and Shania Thompson, and shooting my auntie in the face.
On Tuesday, prosecutors charging 16-year-old Jameer Davis with 12 felonies, including the attempted murder of his girlfriend's mother and cousin, Tiffany Thompson and Santasha Scott.
She stood over my wife trying to kill her, but they had no more bullets.
The 2 shot in Jones Park along with the 15-year-old suspect's brother and sister, 21-year-old Quentin and 25-year-old Shania Thompson, both executed in the East St. Louis Park Sunday.
It's all because y'all wanted to be together. So they wanted to eliminate everybody that had a problem with the situation.
3 more family members killed on this crime spree across 2 more locations on 39th and Summit and in the Samuel Gompers homes. The teen's 74-year-old grandmother, Aunt Cherie, and cousin 20-year-old Devin May all shot and killed. The family says the gun used in the shootings was stolen from the 15-year-old's mother before the shooting.
Her daughter took the keys from her purse, unlocked the lockbox, and took the firearm. The police were notified as soon as they found out that the firearm was taken.
Charges of using the stolen weapon also filed in court, along with dismembering a human body, after investigators say the grandmother's thumb was cut off.
Mental health is a serious thing, and this is crazy.
Now, prosecutors are recommending that 15-year-old girl be tried as an adult. We do know tonight that the state of Illinois, they are aware of this case. Several lawmakers and politicians are working to cover these families' expenses for the funeral under the Crimes Victims Act. Live in Belleville tonight, Melanie Johnson, 5 on your side.
Wow.
Yeah. What happened to Sugar Shane?
I don't know. Maybe you don't like us. Where'd you go?
Oh, snap. He might have. He probably
Maybe
come
you
back
need
in.
to, yeah, maybe you need to go for another beer.
But basically, you see what happened. You see, I mean, the carnage and everything. Yeah, he has rehab in a few minutes. Thanks for
All
showing
right.
up.
See you later, man.
Thanks, bro. Thank you very much for coming out. So, I mean, remember what I said about stealing the guns from their house?
Yeah, but I think
I
in
didn't
most
even
cases,
hear that part when I watched the video.
that's crazy though. Killing your 5 members of your family so you could be. What part of them really thought that they were going to be together? Like this is like the critical thinking for kids is gone. It's gone. And in this day and age, like with DNA, like getting away with any kind of murder nowadays is pretty hard. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Like our solve rate for murder since 2000 has probably went up about 40%. You know, we're catching murderers, serial killers that did their stuff in the 50s and 60s through familiar DNA.
That's right.
I mean, DNA's getting so good, I could touch a can of soda, just touch it, and they could pull my DNA off.
I mean, here's the other thing, man. These people, ooh, Lord, these people, they're gangster. I got another video. Watch this kid. He's on trial for murder.
In court after an admitted killer is caught on camera smiling during his sentencing. A judge fed up with that casual attitude stopped the proceedings in a surprising move. 7 Action News reporter Shelley Childers live in the newsroom right now with what happened next. Shelley?
Well, Stephen, it's a case of a murdered Ann Arbor teen, and it was quite a shakeup in court today. The judge asked the prosecutor to throw out the sentence agreement and take this case to trial. There was a long recess as everything was put on pause because of this 17-year-old's behavior.
Donta Wright sat in court smiling and nearly laughing as a mother shed tears for her son, shot and killed by Wright.
I've lost laughter and love. I no longer have the hope of having grandchildren. I've lost the enjoyment of holidays and birthdays and of everyday life.
Wright addressed the court showing no remorse.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family. Yes.
The judge, clearly fed up with the defendant's attitude, stopped the proceedings and asked prosecution to consider taking this case to trial, where Wright would face a stiffer punishment if found guilty by a jury.
But watching you sit there, smile and laugh and shake your head like this was no big deal, I'm very tempted to just say, I'm not going to accept this sentence agreement. We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there.
This is not the first time the teen has shocked the courtroom. Back in June during a pretrial hearing, he admitted he shot and killed 18-year-old Jordan Klee. It was October 2016. Wright said he and 2 other friends were trying to rob Klee when he shot Klee in the back of the head, killing him. The victim, a senior at Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor, was described as a high-achieving student and football athlete.
This year was supposed to be a year of celebration, of senior pictures with prom and graduation and parties. Instead, it was a nightmare that no parent should ever endure.
Ultimately, Jordan's family decided not to take this case to trial and to move forward with today's sentencing. The defense attorney apologizing on behalf of the 17-year-old.
His smiling was in no way meant as disrespectful either to the family, to the victim, or to this court.
Donta Wright was sentenced to 23 to 50 years for armed robbery, felony firearm, and second-degree murder of 18-year-old Jordan Klee.
And in court, we also learned that Donta Wright is accused of being part of the finesse gang from Ypsilanti. The other two people charged in this case have also pled guilty for their roles. Delreno Gracie and Jeremiah Ellison are scheduled to be sentenced in September. Reporting live in the newsroom, Shelley Childers, 7 Action News.
Thank you, Shelley.
You know what pisses me off? And sorry for the language, though. When these prosecutors give plea deals, when it's a shut and close case, that's not what plea deals are supposed to be for. Plea deals are supposed to be if the state believes that they know he did it, but they feel that they maybe not be able to, have their chances to prove it in court. They'll offer a plea deal. But if it's a shut and close case, why are we giving plea deals? They shouldn't get a plea deal. You want to plead not guilty? It's going to trial. You can go to jail for life. Done. Yeah, he maliciously did it. It should have been first degree. He should be, he should be in this. He should have got what Camilo should have got. Life, 99, done. That's so upsetting to see these prosecutors do this. It's all about their prosecution win rate. That's all it is. Because if they can get someone to cop out to a plea deal instead of going to trial, it's all about how good they look on paper. Not doing the public any good deeds. Not doing their job. Oh! I wanted to ask you, what'd you think about the lady in Hinesville who got arrested for the corruption? Did you hear about that?
I haven't seen that come across. My news feed yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's arrested for federal housing fraud and stuff like that. And they're giving her kickbacks and stuff. And that's right here in our town.
I know, but this is what you gotta do for me. When you run across stuff like that, can you save it, clip it, or whatever?
Yeah, I should have.
If you look at your screen, you can play those.
I don't have them right now.
Especially stuff here in Hinesville, Liberty County.
I'll forward it to you. I will forward it to you. But man, it's just. And another thing that just happened today, New Jersey admitted that 6,200 people who were illegal voted in the last presidential election.
Yeah, I see.
You saw that too? It's like, come on. And they keep trying to tell us it. They keep trying to say it doesn't happen. You're all full of crap. You're all conspiracy theory people with tinfoil in your heads. No, we're not that dumb.
That's right.
Man, it's upsetting, and there's nothing we can do, bro. We backseat, and we can't do anything about it. I mean, dang.
We can. Here go a Georgia case right here. Check this out.
What do you got?
Check this.
The deadly shooting of 3 Georgia teenagers is being investigated as a potential stand-your-ground case. Investigators say the 3 boys were wearing masks and fired first during an attempted robbery Monday morning. National correspondent Jerika Duncan is outside the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office in Conyers, Georgia, east of Atlanta. Jerika, what do we know about this confrontation?
Well, still very little at this hour. Authorities have not released the name of the teenagers or the alleged shooter. The sheriff here says that he doesn't believe this was a racially motivated shooting because he says everyone involved is black. Now, 2 of the suspects were reportedly brothers. All range in age from 15 to 16 years old.
He kept his hand on his wound and he said, "I'm dying."
Brian Jenkins lives 2 houses away from where the shooting occurred.
That voice I will always remember. This young man perhaps died on my lawn.
He says he heard gunshots and found one of the teenagers bleeding out. Officials say around 4 a.m. Monday, the 3 teenage boys approached the home with plans to rob it. One of the teenagers allegedly fired the first shot at 3 people on the lawn before the homeowner returned fire. Signs on the property clearly state that trespassers may be shot.
Could possibly be a stand your ground type of case. They did discover masks on the young men. Again, that rose our suspicion.
Police say one of the teenagers died before police arrived. The other 2 died at the hospital. Neighbors say the man who shot the teens lives with his mother.
I know him very well. He's a very good man. He felt as though he had no recourse but to defend himself, and that's exactly what happened.
None of the residents in that neighborhood were injured. Obviously, this is still an ongoing investigation. No charges have been filed yet. Gail?
Tarika, thank you very much. A lot of questions there.
Man, 3 kids. Teenagers, man, like crazy. And I find it upsetting that they're like, oh, I don't think it was racially
like I
charged.
said,
just because they're both black. But if it would have been a white person who shot at them, would have been a racially thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of messed up. You know, that news article should have never even brought up race whatsoever.
But that's
go ahead.
It shouldn't have, and I think they did it because it's not on any major news outlets.
No, it won't. You'll never hear a good guy.
I got a stepdaughter. Yeah, they hate that.
Hey,
they
Tim.
hate it.
How you doing this evening? Yeah, they hate statistics, and they hate a good guy with a gun.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, when you get a chance, you should. When you get a chance, there, CJ, you should post that that meme up for everybody before we start talking about that subject. Or did you want to save that one for another day?
Which one?
The one at the No Kings one.
Which?
Let me see if I can find it again.
I posted that on my page.
Yeah. Okay.
I posted that on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on there crawling on there.
It's got like 30, 40 posts.
Yeah, I was in there a couple times. I was getting heated with that guy.
Working tonight.
Talking crap on you, man. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Talking about past deeds, like, bro, like it's the past. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, so basically, man, I mean, if you look, and it is teens. I had a clip of some Latino and Caucasian teens, but I was like, this ain't as juicy as what I got right now. And maybe I'll show them at a later date. But what I want to talk about is what you sent me before the show, and that's this right here. Who's that? Hold on, who's that? Deb. Oh, I'm sorry, you're laughing at me. This one, yeah, y'all take a listen to this. Y'all gonna be infuriated. Talk to the chat.
Why isn't the media talking about this? I just searched through a ton of police databases to find out why there's a disproportionate amount of white criminals in some areas, and it's kind of disturbing. Starting strong in North Carolina, these men are all listed as white in the police databases. They've all been convicted of crimes to any varying degree, and they all have ICE holds, meaning the Department of Homeland Security plans to remove them from the country because they're not here legally. Huh. Now, this isn't restricted to one state alone. This is happening in New Jersey as well. Here's just 4 examples. But I thought if this is happening to police databases, I wonder if it's happening to other registries where people who maybe do offending things would be placed. And wouldn't you know it, it is. I mean, I don't even have to say anything. In fact, it's probably better if I just let the names speak for themselves, such as very Christian European-sounding names like Vijay Sharma or Rakesh Tiwari, Manesh Patel. In fact, it's even happening in states like Texas and Missouri. So at what point can you go, there might be something wrong here, because how are we supposed to trust statistics if they're seemingly being skewed to sway public opinion? And yet for some reason, which is a complete mystery to all of us, I know, the media hasn't reported on this, even though it should be nationwide news.
Yeah, so I talked to you about this a little bit. So in this instance, he's talking about a lot of them are have ICE holds on them. But if you've seen the very clearly black individuals that flashed by real quick, they don't have ICE holds. Okay, they don't have ICE holds. Those are regular criminals doing criminal stuff ranging from robbery, drug sales to SA. But they're very clearly black. But under the listed as white, and and there's a reason why they're doing. I have a theory as to why they're doing it, and I think I told you this too, but they don't like statistics, and they really do not like per capita.
I
So
think Deb
what?
said that in the chat.
Yeah. So uh, what do they do to get rid of per capita? Start making more white people look bad. You know what I mean?
That's it.
I'm not saying that white people ain't bad. We got plenty of nasty white people for real. We're no different than anybody else. We all, doesn't matter what race you are. You could do terrible things. It is what it is.
When you sent me that, I was like, okay, I ain't know nothing about this. I was like, we can just add this to the show. We are talking about criminals.
But all these crime
statistics. It's amazing.
Yeah, all these crime statistics though are federally registered and stuff. So isn't there a law break in there for misreporting stuff that's going to end up on a federal report at the end of the year through the FBI crime statistics? You know what I mean? Like how do they get away with this, man? What is going on?
It's not how do we, it's how do they. It's how do they get away with it. That's the part that's the linchpin. How do they get away with it?
Absolutely, lots of nasty white people, for real. I'm sure CJ's met some. Sold a couple cars to a few of them. So, how common is it for you to get a repossession where you work?
What common? 15 to 20%.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high.
Every month.
Every month.
Guess what? That's every month. And the banks have the same percentage, 15 to 20% every month.
Now, what was
they
it?
Get people to go,
What was it?
But see, the banks have to wait. It was the same. This is the percentage that the banks accept every year.
Okay.
They accept this every year. They accept the 15 to 20% because the 80% pays their bills on time. And if they can catch up with the 15 to 20%, all they do is take the car and run it through the auction to get as much as they can out of it and leave the balance on your credit as a charge-off.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how they do it.
Well, I believe the wife's truck's almost paid off. I think we got
that's the beauty about buy here, pay here. Most buy here, pay here's don't report or pull your credit when you come in to buy. The only way your debt goes on your credit is if you don't pay, depending on where you go. And where I'm at, the owner doesn't even put it on your credit. If he get the car back, it is what it is. If he don't get the car back, he writes it off on his taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a cycle. And then, you hate to discriminate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you've been in business 35 years and people between the age of 18 and 24 don't pay their bills.
Yeah.
And so you have to be you have to discriminate. Hey, you're gonna need to get a cosigner. Your mom and dad need to come up here and be a co-buyer on the loan. Not co-signer, but co-buyer.
Yeah, my wife got out of the military and she'd never had a credit card, never had credit or anything. So she's like, I don't even know if they'll even give me a car. I'm like, don't worry, I'll give you I forgot, we put a good decent amount down on the truck. And I said, they'll give it to you. Now, if you came in there with like $500 down payment, then they might have told you to kick rocks,
Well, I mean, and that's the thing I like about where I'm at. He has down payments as low as $300 on some cars, and you can finance them. Like when I bought my very first car, it was a Maxima that he had on the lot for $31.95, and the down payment was $300. I walked to the ATM machine, pulled the money out, and bought the car. You know, because I know Nissans, I was able to. I mean, I kept that car for over 3 years. I paid it off in 6 months.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's kind of what I tell people too. Is like just because you
and
get.
so
Go ahead.
you breaking up, Jake.
Am I breaking up? I hope I'm not losing internet. It says I'm all right. Am I still breaking up?
Yeah, you breaking up. Start over. Start over.
Okay.
No, you good now.
Okay. So what I was saying was, a lot of people who get a loan, they don't understand how credit, APR, and all this works, and they they'll go get a loan for a car,
Right.
and they'll pay the bare minimum, and then they'll look at their car loan and like, well, why am I so far? I've been paying all this money, but I'm not really getting ahead. Because if you just pay the bare minimum, it doesn't give you principal on it. You know what I mean? Because they'll pay just like
That's
the
it.
finance charges. It doesn't do anything for you. You gotta make an effort to pay these bills. They don't teach us this just to the kids in school.
That's right.
It's crazy, man.
This is what I used to teach people. I was like, if you're going to get a loan for a vehicle, understand, especially from the bank, understand if you get a 5-year loan, you will not be in the positive until you're at 42 months into that 60-month loan.
Yep.
If you go and buy and get a 72-month loan, you're not in the positive as far as negative equity until you're 52 months into that loan.
Yep.
Okay. And what I tell people is that when they come to me, it's like, well, can you come to the dealership and help me get this and help me get that? I was like, whatever your credit score is, they're gonna see it, and your credit score is gonna dictate the interest rate that you get. However, if you can, I tell people, go to your bank first. Go to your bank first and get pre-approved. Your bank is going to be simple interest. It's not going to be like the interest of the car dealership. Most of the time, it's compound interest. But if you go to your bank, especially if it's a credit union, 580 score will get you a car loan, depending on the car that you're buying. If
Right.
you're trying to buy a Scat Pack, LT1,
Yeah, you're not walking out with a Ferrari.
something like a Mustang GT. No, you're not. You're not. If you're trying to get basic transportation, go to your bank and ask for a $20,000 loan, 5-year, maybe 6-year loan, and get the newest used car you can get. I ain't gonna say the best. The newest used car you can get. Hey, Carmen's
Hey, Carmen.
in the house.
And it's like I tell a lot of people too. Is
reason why I tell.
Well, I think you're breaking up on me now, or am I breaking up again?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. So what I tell people is, don't buy new cars. Buy a used car. Because you go buy a new car from
That's
a
right.
dealership, as soon as you turn the key, that car's depreciated quite a bit. At that point, you'll never get your money back. If you ever want to get out of that loan, you'll end up owing more. Buy an older vehicle, like an older F-150 pickup from the 90s. Easy to fix, easy to get parts. Bro, they're easy to work on. They're easy to get parts.
You're telling people to buy classics.
Oh, hold on, I'm not that old. 90s is not. Hold on,
Okay.
buddy. It's not. They're not that damn old. I don't consider them classics already. Holy crap, man.
But no, listen, this is what I'm saying. The reason why I tell people to go to their bank and get a loan for 25,000, unless you make that money, go to your bank and get the amount of money you want to buy the car you want, because you make the money to finance the car you want. The rule of thumb is 10% of your yearly salary. So if your yearly salary is $45,000, your monthly payment shouldn't be more than $450.
And that's still pretty
You
crazy.
shouldn't get a car.
I mean,
okay.
How many soldiers have you seen come up there, privates, and then bury themselves just to get a Mustang or a Charger if it's there? You know what I mean?
What? All the time. I got a Camaro sitting on the side of the shed right now. That we're waiting on parts for, so before we can sell it.
What kind
And
of
I'm
car?
like, see, it's a V6.
Oh. Is it a manual at least?
No, it's an automatic.
Ugh.
The only time we get manuals is for the little things, such as we might get a manual Mustang, or we'll get a manual Dodge Dart, or manual Hyundai, manual Ford Focus. Those type of cars is what we'll get in a manual. Mazda 3, you get the drift. Anyway, and I understand the motto of the owner. I'm buying cars for people that don't have transportation. I'm not buying their dream cars. I'm not getting a car unless I know you and you gave me $2,000 to go out and find you a RT Charger or a Mustang GT or 350Z, or 370Z, Nissan. Just not going to do it.
Right.
And so, and I understand, I had an independent lot in Baltimore. I was part owner, and they was like, wow, we buying a whole lot of up-to-date regular traffic. It's like, yeah, we're here to sell cars to people that can't buy nowhere else. We're not here to supply dreams unless they pay.
Right.
And we did that. We had a guy come in and says, man, I want a Bentley Flying Spur. I got a check from the bank for $125,000. The dude that put everything together looked at me and said, Jack, can you find it? Said, give me 30 minutes. And I found it. It was down here, but it was in Florida, Orlando. I said to the owner, I might have to use all this $125,000 for your car. He gave us the check. He signed it over to us. The owner deposit. I drove all the way down here with somebody. Went to the auction. Got it for $85,000. Drove back up, and that's what we sold the car for. $125,000. That with tax, tags, everything.
Not bad then.
But that's when you want somebody to find something for you. Yeah, it's gonna cost some money. But if you I had access back then. I kind of still have access. I just haven't kicked the door open per se. I'm just staying incognito with it. Why? Because I know how this works.
Yeah,
I go to the auction. I buy 2 cars, bring them back to my house. Yeah, I bring them back to the house and sell them and make money off of it. All of a sudden, I got people calling my phone. Hey, can you take me to auction with you? Because that's what I used to do. I used to take people to the auction with me. And I would take people to the auction with me, right? And
Yeah, but they want to
I
get the
have,
cheap
and this
car
guy,
and
he
not
was
give you
asking.
anything.
No, they can't do that because it was like depending on what you buy, $300 fee is my minimum fee to help you get a car at wholesale. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
However, I've taken people to the auction. They got bank checks from like Navy Federal, and they're trying to buy a Escalade. We buy it. We get the check, deposit in the bank. I buy the Escalade. I give him, depending on how much I pay for it, I give him a portion of it back so he can get his tags and title done. I keep the rest.
Yeah.
You know, I might hit him with 10%. They come to me, they be like, I want a Lincoln Town car. Okay, what year? This is back in 07, 08, 09. I'm looking for a 2004.
Back when you were
Okay,
in your
all
30s.
right. There you go. This is where I hit them with, okay, that is going to be a 10% fee because now I got to find that car. And they'll sigh and then they'll be like, you know what? Okay. Almost got hemmed up by a couple of dudes. They came to my office, right? They came to my office talking about, they came to my office talking about, I heard you can get us in the auction to buy vehicles. Yeah. And you accept bank checks. I was like, yes. Cool. So a couple of days go by and the guy comes back to me and whatnot. He's like, I got a check from Navy Federal right here. What do you want? It was a $30,000 check. I said, he was like, I want an ML 350. I think that's what it was. Mercedes truck.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't take the check. I says, you keep the check. Let me find the vehicle first. I found the vehicle. The vehicle was in Baltimore, Manheim. I told them the auction ain't till Tuesday, but according to Manheim, you can go up there and look at the vehicle. And a lot of times the keys are in the vehicle. You can't drive it off the lot, but they're in it so you can check it all out. They went up there and got arrested at the Manheim auction in Baltimore. Jake, oh, did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I heard you. You're breaking up a little bit too, but I think it's storming here. Can you hear me?
And it was storming down here before. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you fine.
So yeah, got you. So yeah, that's what I did. And so when I got the job where I'm at, he don't go to the auction. He got wholesalers to go to the dealership. So the cars that don't go to the auction, we buy. And the reason why is because the dealership be trying to sell the cars on the side. They're a dealership. They're able to do that. And so the wholesalers going and they find the vehicles that we have on our lots for us. He picks he tries to get the best, that he can. A lot of our cars are going to come with high miles. Why? Because we're trying to put people in
They got to be
good
They got to be affordable for around here. People broke them in Hinesville.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, thanks for that. Thanks for telling me.
So it's both of us, Buff.
We do got cars like right now. Yeah. So yeah, like you said, it was storming there. It was storming here. However, I blame everything on the devil. Anytime I'm trying to do something, he is involved.
Well, according to some people, white people are the devil, so I'll take the blame.
Well, no, that's not on my channel. Anyway, and so yeah, it's good to go to the auction and stuff like that, but
So
You know,
another topic
it's hit
we
and
have.
miss.
Sorry about that, but another topic we have a
Go
real
ahead.
treat for you guys. A real treat for this Democratic
Oh, no.
candidate. This is juicy.
Hey, in the chat, don't y'all laugh too much. Okay.
Yeah, contain yourselves.
Contain yourself. Here we go right here. Check it out.
Ashley Webb, what qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books. And then I suppose my transparency, I wouldn't lie to the people, and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like, we get lied to, smoke and mirrors, like what's going on with ICE, pretending like these victims did something wrong. Like, that's unacceptable. And I suppose the biggest thing is, like, I'm just an angry citizen now, and if I got elected, I'd be an angry senator, and I think that would probably be their worst nightmare.
I think Collins did vote for a war powers resolution to limit what Trump could do in Venezuela in January, right?
So forgive me. A week ago, I was on vacation on a river on the Kennebec, and I've been running for governor. I didn't think I was running for U.S. Senate a week later. And what I do know is that when I need to know the facts, I will.
I had to go to the New York Post, bro. I knew the Post would have it. And that's why I was like, this got too much profanity.
So,
Let me see.
yeah, originally I'd sent him another one from a creator on YouTube called Bearing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, listen, if I was in her state, his state, I would vote. I'd vote for her. I want that stupid person in as a Democrat. I would vote her. She is too stupid. It's too stupid to do any harm. Like, let's go. Let's get it in office. I say vote it in. She's too dumb to do anything. She can't. They're like, I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't.
Look, listen. There's a meme out there with Jasmine Crockett and AOC running for president and vice president.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay. This is what we want.
Oh yeah, I want to
see on that type of ticket.
Oh, I want to see that ticket. They're gonna get smoked. They're gonna get smoked. But this, going back to this trans person who's running as for the Senate seat there, the internet doing its internet thing. Somebody had found an old Reddit post that this person, trans person, had posted, and it said something about that they get periods, which obviously is impossible. But when they get their period, it comes out their rectum, and I'm like, bro, if you're bleeding out of your butt, you got hemorrhoids, okay? It's not a period. It's hemorrhoids. You need to go see a doctor. But this is the illusion of the left.
It's crazy.
That is mental illness on stage front center.
It kills me. I'm like, what? And I seen it before you sent it to me because Black Conservative Perspective, he did a reaction to it also. And when us reacted to it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this.
So Deborah asked about what about Madami wanting to arrest the Prime Minister of Israel? First off, that Mudami retard, he has no power to arrest somebody. He's batting well out of his league. First off, um, people like leaders of countries have diplomatic immunity. You can't touch.
That's what they.
You can't touch.
He should know that. He should know that he's not he's a citizen.
Right.
A lot of embassies, there are embassies in New York, you idiot.
And here's the thing: someone of his Netanyahu is like, yeah, I got his name.
Yeah.
He has diplomatic immunity. He could walk down the street, shoot someone in the face, with all of Times Square watching, and the police would not be able to arrest him. He could get back in his car, go to the airport, and fly back to Israel. That's what diplomatic immunity does. You cannot arrest somebody with it. And the fact that Mudami's even trying to do this is technically illegal.
Right.
Because he's singling someone out based on their faith and nationality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's an enemy of the left, so I want to try to see what I can do to get him arrested. And what about that? Him meeting with, trying to meet with some people from Iran. Did you see that?
Yeah, he already met with him.
He should be in jail, bro. Where this guy is hitting well above his league. He should be in jail right now. What gives him a right to bypass the United States president, to go talk to our enemy? Crazy.
That's it.
Crazy.
Listen, this oh man, this stuff it's amazing what is out there on the news, and
weirder and weirder, man.
Yeah, and I was like, when I was like, I need to do a show. I need an off day to do a show. And when I asked you, I was like, yeah, me and him could do a show. You know, we kind of think politically the same, maybe not religiously the same, but yeah, we need to talk about the lunacy that's going on in this country.
Yeah, religion aside, you know, I believe politics should be separate from religion. Because it just works out better. It's cleaner when it's like that. A lot of the issues we have right now is because of different religious fighting. You got the Muslims fighting Christians, and we're importing more Muslims, and it's becoming at odds with, you know, I'm not going to sit here and deny that this country was based on Christian values, because it certainly was. You know, I don't have to take part in the Christian belief system, but I'm not going to sit here and deny what's factual. You know what I mean? This country wasn't based on Sharia law. You know?
It wasn't.
So I just blows my mind, man. I don't know.
Well, let me see. We got some more stuff we can talk about here. Let's see. We did the illegals and the trans person. I got one more video. This is also Tatum. He went to Mississippi to get some answers. Tell me what you think. What say you?
I gotta say something real quick. Benjamin Crump should be ashamed of himself. Al Sharpton should be ashamed of themselves. I'm right here in Mississippi. It's crazy that I had to fly down here to even get this information. They've been lying on these boys. I got evidence, and I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm gonna lay it out for you. It is a shame that boy Nolan did not get the respect that he deserved. In my opinion, they turned his death into a racial thing, destroying the community, you name it, they did it. And we got evidence that it wasn't just 4 boys with him. We got evidence that they asked Nolan to get back on the boat and he refused to because he grown. We got evidence that the boys reached out to the parents, that Benjamin Crump and them didn't refuse to reach out to these boys. And I've talked to them. I've seen the evidence with my own eyes. I've seen that there was more than just 4 people. There was 3 boats full of kids. I know that they left and they had nothing to do with this. And instead of them saying and standing up for these boys and saying, look, we don't know what happened. We want justice for Nolan. These boys didn't have no involvement. Instead, they want to make it about race. And it is a shame. And I'm so heated, man. I went out to Horn Island. We got all the video. We got the interviews. The boys wanted to talk to me because I'm the only one there to give them a voice because everybody else is fake, fraudulent, looking out for themselves. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Nolan deserved better than what they did. They out here hoodwinking, trying to raise money and make stuff about race, and they have no evidence. They lied about the phone getting deleted. It's a shame, man. But y'all finna find out. And a lot of y'all gonna have to apologize for the stuff that you said. You're gonna have to take that video down and apologize because you are part of the lie.
So also, if there was a longer video that he had done on the same subject, where Al Sharpton's like, "Oh, I'm putting $50,000 up for whoever can give us information to lead to an arrest." He's like, and then Al Sharpton said, "I didn't come here to make money. I came here to give you money. I'll give you $50,000 if you can come up with some kind of evidence so that'll get someone locked up." And I thought instantly, I was like, "You're a liar. You came here to make money. And the only reason you said you'd give $50,000 out is because you'll know that you'll never find evidence that those boys were involved. So you don't have to pay in." He knew there's no evidence that there was foul play. Okay? So that $50,000 he put up will never be cashed in. But he is making money being there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Al Sharpton and that other guy are race baiting. They're racist. They're haters. They're definitely. And Al Sharpton's supposed to be a minister. That guy is not a God-fearing guy. Like,
y'all heard it, folks.
yeah, you heard it from the atheists too. Like I wouldn't pee in his mouth if he was thirsty, dying in the desert. Hell no. That is an evil man. Absolutely evil man.
Now check this out. The Chaotic Truth on his show, Al Sharpton says there's $100,000 reward for any evidence.
Yeah, because someone else put up another $50,000 too.
Wow.
But the fact is, there is no evidence. It'll never come to light. But I guarantee you, these race baiters are making money through donations and all this stuff from dumb people who will fall for this, who will literally believe anything just to be a victim. Which blows my mind, which makes me think, we have Juneteenth, right? And it's a celebration of freedom for the black people, right?
Right.
So are you oppressed?
But it's a tax.
Are you still oppressed or are you free? So
No,
if you celebrate,
black people do.
Right, but if you celebrate Juneteenth, then you recognize that you're free and on as equal ground as anybody else, but yet you want to be oppressed. Like, you got to pick a struggle, man. Either you want to be oppressed or you're free.
Yeah.
The only thing keeping all these black people and white people racist is their own minds, their own ignorance. That's all it is. And I think
I hear you, brother.
Morgan Freeman said, he was asked, well, what would you do to get rid of racism? Morgan Freeman said, stop talking about it.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
I've heard that.
That is like the best.
Stop talking about it.
That's so grounded, man. Stop talking about racism every day in the news and blaming people. Not to say you can't talk about racism and its history and its past, but stop talking about it in future tense, saying that, there's a race war, white people are out to kill black people. But you ever hear this rumor where white people ate black people? Ate black people? Did you hear about that one?
Which one?
The rumor where white people apparently ate their black slaves.
What?
Yeah, you never heard about that?
Listen real quick. When I had my Blog Talk Radio show, I used to go onto a guy's podcast at night, and he was on every night, and his podcast always came back to slavery, and he would chew people up and spit them out. And he was black. He from Tennessee. He was black, and he was chewing people up and spitting them out as they were. Oh, what about this and what about that? And he would say things like, "Did you know that those black slave owners paid top dollar to keep their slaves healthy?"
Yeah.
Did you know this? And then he would ask the question, "Have you ever been a slave? So what are you saying? You know what it feels like? You know, you don't know what it's like to be a slave. A slave is a prisoner in prison.
Yep.
He goes to work every morning in the gallery or wherever they assign him to, and he comes back to his cell. That's what slavery was. They feed him 3 times a day. That's what slavery is. That's what slavery was.
I mean,
you're not a slave.
No, nobody.
You can go to work, come home. Yeah, nobody's a slave here in America. You're not oppressed. You can get up and go anywhere you want to go without nobody telling you you can't go there. You can't go here.
Does slavery exist in the United States? Yes, but not in the context of people thinking that black people are out picking cotton and shit. That's not how it works. Slavery, modern day slavery here in the United States is like someone from, Asia being brought over here and being used as a sex slave or something. That kind of slavery does still exist here in the United States, and it is a big issue. And it exists worldwide, not just here, but everywhere around the world. That type of slavery still exists. Where are their reparations? How many black men have partaken in the services of these sex slaves? Would they be okay with paying them reparations? Probably not. Would the white people who took part in it pay reparations? Probably not. You know what I mean? It happens still today.
Don't forget, Jake. Don't forget, there were blacks that owned slaves too. Now,
yeah,
and they breeded too, Jake. They breeded slaves too. So are those black folks, the descendants of those black folks, going to pay for the reparations for the slaves that they own?
And that's what I said. There was 400,000 slaves here in the United States.
So you're only talking about
right? There was 400,000 slaves here in the United States. Currently, there's 40 million black people here in the United States as an estimate. How many of those people are descendants of slave owners themselves? Or how many of those people, black people, came here after slavery? Because immigration with black people didn't stop, after slavery. We've had them coming here ever since the late 1900s.
That's right.
Not every black person has roots in American slavery, is what I'm trying to get at. So why should I pay everybody who had no part in it, who was never a slave, any kind of monetary value? That's crazy. Like that, and you would think that's also in the Bible too, right? Like you're what's how the Bible say it? You're not.
Here's the thing. You know what? You want to know? In the Bible, in Deuteronomy 16, when it talks about the year of Jubilee, it talks about restoring people back to where they were when they became a slave. So, and this is where we get our bankruptcy laws from.
But I was thinking about the saying where you're not sorry, but I was thinking about the one where you're not.
Go ahead.
The sins of your father do not reflect on their younger generation.
That's right.
I know that's somewhere in the Bible.
Right.
That's the one I was trying to quote, but I don't know the Bible that well to quote it. But I do know that
is.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember it, but I'm getting
Yeah,
pieces of
that
it.
is correct.
But that's the one I was trying to get at. So if all these black people are God-fearing individuals, why are they trying to get reparations? Because even my family being were slaveholders at one point, I'm not responsible for their crimes. I've never had anybody in chains working in a farm. Man, it's been like 200 years since my family did that stuff.
There you go.
Why am I still being the demon for it? That's I wouldn't hold you accountable.
Demonized. That's right.
I don't understand it. Like, I had nothing to do with that. Don't hate me. Hate my ancestors if you want.
Here's the thing, Jake. Here's the thing. And the reason why I bring up the black slave owners is because there were slaves. They owned slaves. They had their own slaves, right?
Uh-huh.
And so, what about them? And we're talking about the large pocket that was in South Carolina and Louisiana that had slaves. Are those descendants going to pay reparations?
No, they're going to get reparations for doing it to their own.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's the reason why the reparations argument should be dead. Oh, what about the Native Americans? They have blacks enslaved. Are we going to get money? We're going to get the money from them in their casinos? We're going to get money from them. They own black slaves. Matter of fact, they were the last to free the slaves.
Some black slaves, some blacks owned Indians as slaves too.
So, and that's the reason why reparations is a mute argument.
And it's even worse when you get countries from Africa where the slave trade originated from, screaming to the UN that white people need to pay them reparations. When it's their geological location, it started it all.
Not Ghana. You ain't bring up Ghana. Oh my goodness.
Like crazy.
Bring up Ghana. Listen, I was laughing when I heard that. I was like, are they serious?
Yeah.
What? Not one white person hit your land and chased down no black people and enslaved them.
They were brought to the dock.
They were brought to the dock because the African continent was plagued with malaria. And wasn't nobody trying to go up in there and get sick. So they went to the slave market.
And who took more slaves than white people? Muslims.
They went to the slave market.
The Muslims, the Barbers, the Barber pirates.
Yeah, they bought slaves that blacks enslaved and the Muslims enslaved. Yeah.
But the Muslims has taken more white slaves than blacks have ever been enslaved.
Oh my goodness.
By far.
Oh
by far.
Like, and this is what people don't understand. Did you know when the Muslim conquest went all the way to Spain?
Yep.
The Muslim conquest went all the way to Spain. They were putting Spain citizens in slavery, even the children.
Yep. Yes, Sonny Houston. Her family were slave owners.
Yeah, her family. Yeah, they own slaves too.
Did you?
But
You remember
talking about it?
Did you remember her saying not like a couple months ago that nobody was above the law? Well, just recently her son got arrested for trespassing, and immediately she tried to use her notoriety and fame to get him off. Bro,
you keep bringing up stuff that I ain't got clips for, and I be emailing you and messaging you.
Listen, I'm fixing to flood you.
Listen, I'm screaming at the screen. She talking about something. I'm a federal prosecutor. He graduated from Harvard. So what? So what? I'm screaming at the screen as I'm watching this ordeal go down, and I'm like, so what? He broke the law.
And it's not even a criminal thing, dude. It's a citation. It's like
Yeah.
getting a speeding ticket.
I don't want him to have nothing on his record. You out of gas now. This knucklehead been doing this for a few days now, and now he about to get a citation.
And it's like I said, it's not even a criminal thing. It's a citation,
Yeah,
like a speeding ticket. You go to court, you pay the ticket, and it's over and done with. Yes, she did lie when she said she is a federal prosecutor, which
No,
technically,
she said former. If you really listen to it, she said former.
Oh, did she say former?
She said former.
Now, was she actually?
She told her son that says your mom is a former federal prosecutor.
Was she actually a former one? I don't know too much about it.
The dumbest one in federal government. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! I would have hated to work with that guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Her husband just paid a huge fine for medical fraud too.
Oh, really?
Oh
So-
man, man, look at here.
So he was luring how to commit fraud, right?
Basically, Dad did it.
That's
Look,
crazy.
my phone's on 2%, Mom. What?
And then there's another story. I'm trying to figure. I can't remember it. There's a politician in Chicago. Her husband was a convicted drug felon, served 10 years, but now all of a sudden, she got into office in Congress, or she's either a congresswoman or a senator, but she's the
You
black
talking
lady.
about with the dead body in the on the property?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes.
talking about one of the squad members?
Yes,
Bro,
her.
I tell you, I'm all over the news. I'm all over the news.
But her husband,
the bald head. Yeah.
yeah. But she made a deal where her husband's architectural company is gonna get $2 billion for building a courthouse. But then after he builds the courthouse, the city's gonna rent the courthouse that they paid for 40 years to them.
They building a courthouse, $2 billion.
Oh my god!
I looked it up. The Hinesville courthouse costs less than $20 million to build.
And even that's pretty crazy. $20 million. Like, what's wrong with maybe at most $150,000 building? Why does it gotta be?
No. Because I'm gonna tell you why. We're talking about a federal building with courtrooms and courthouses. You have secret doors, secret passageways. You have
No, this isn't a federal building that they're building.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be the courthouse. Yeah, it's the city courthouse.
Right, which is
right.
If it was federal, it would be federal dollars.
But no, the thing is that courthouses are built for in a specific way, and and I know this from being part of law enforcement. There's got to be a jail inside the courthouse.
Okay, so you said $20 million for Hinesville. What's wrong with them doing something similar? Why $2 billion?
That's what I'm saying. Why $2 billion? Somebody about to get paid. Look, it don't matter. It don't matter. This time, man, please put those in my messenger. Because I get everything through email. I get so much news. If you shoot it to me, I can do research like you did the other two.
Yeah.
I can really, we can talk about them. But right now, it's about time for us to get out of here. You know me, I got to catch a flight. So, you got any last words?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just looking something up real quick.
Okay.
I want to see how much the atomic bomb costs to develop. Okay. So, it cost $2 billion for our government to come up with a nuclear bomb. All right? Yeah. That's how much it cost the project, was $2 billion. So you're telling me. Now, we could build a nuke here in Hinesville for $2 billion. Like, that's so crazy.
I don't think it costs $2 billion to make a nuke.
Yep, developing the first atomic bomb cost roughly $2 billion during World War II.
Oh yeah, that means the nuke cost $10 billion to make today.
Which, well, it would have cost $30 billion in inflation. But the point is, we were able to develop the most devastating weapon in the world for $2 billion at one point.
Wow.
Now we're at a point where it costs $2 billion just to build a courthouse. Come on. Come on, man. That's crazy. There's your tax dollars, folks. That's all I got to say. Other than, just be kind to people, man. That's all you got to do. That's all. I mean, that's the same thing I always say. Just be kind to people. Say hi. Pass it along. Be friendly. Stop hating on people.
I got you. And I say to people, just agree to disagree.
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't have to get into a fist fight, threaten people's mamas and families and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just to disagree.
You could come in here and say religious stuff, and I'm not gonna get violent and throw fists over it. That's crazy.
Right.
You're entitled to your own beliefs, Man, people, just be kind.
Right.
That's the problem.
So, I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming through.
Yeah, thank you all for being here.
At least internationally, travel to
London, Paris, Tokyo, Japan, go to New York, LA, Chi-Town, man, travel Vegas, Rome, Atlanta, know that I'm home. I'm internationally known. I'm international.
Good night, y'all.
Feeling out like I made it, touch the ground.